What is going on? Let's do a trade recap, full trade recap. I did the full live session that you guys can watch if you're interested, but let's just go over this trade. So coming into the morning, let's mark out where market opens. That was right here. So this is Wednesday the 25th. Okay, so market opens, what do? We immediately manipulate up. On the higher time frame, I was neutral because right about at this time we had liquidity on either sides and we hadn't inversed any gaps towards any direction. We didn't have anything unmitigated. We were just overall neutral, right? So I was good with looking for longs or shorts. We ended up playing shorts, but besides the point, we put in market opens, we take out this internal buy side right here. We put in an this is an important part. We put in an SMT with these highs here, with London high, SMT with London high. And then when I was seeing this, I was like, okay, I'm ready for shorts. NQ doesn't have to go take that high. And then at the same time, this is what really sold the deal for me, is this 5-minute gap right here was being held. So keep in mind, the left-hand chart is the full NASDAQ, and then this is just the micro that I executed on. And we were holding this 5-minute right here. And so when we were closing inside this 5-minute, that further validated my idea that shorts were going to be the play. So what do? I wait for the highest time frame inversion on the leg. What is that? That's this 1 minute. I'm not sure what's going on here. This little gap wasn't even there before. Let's see if it goes back to normal. I don't know what this little gap is. It wasn't here. But this 1 minute inversion right here, I get in. You guys can see on the right here. Stop at the protected high. I had it here. And take profit where? Down at this low, which is, was it Asia low? No, it was not Asia low, but we had midnight down here as well. So there was a lot for us to go lower. There was a lot. And so really the biggest reflection I could get from this though is I closed early on my funded up here at these lows because I saw this as high resistance here. If I circle it, I saw that as high resistance, whereas on my eval, I just literally held all the way to this low and I made $1,100 on the eval because I took 6 contracts, and then on the funded, I took 3 contracts and I closed early for a good 275, which I'm still happy with because I mean, price didn't have to go down here. It didn't have to, and so I was just playing it by ear, and at the end of the day, that's fine. But oh yeah, this is not part of the trade. But yeah, so really big takeaway is that if we step back and look at this on the higher time frame, it didn't make sense for price to stop just right here. We get this whole manipulation leg. It made sense for price to run. And it eventually put in an SMT with Asia low. ES put in an SMT with Asia low. So once ES took Asia low over here, could have closed the trade there. If you decided to hold even further, which you could have, literally could have held all the way to the SMT at Asia low. But this is what I took, and that is what I'm happy about. And that is what made us 275 on the funded and 1,100 on the eval. So the really, really annoying part for me is yesterday I was up $50 on my funded and I should have just stepped away. Because there's always going to be a day like this that shows up, right? I should have just stepped away. But I decided to get into another trade, and then I lost big on the eval. If I never lost big on that eval, this trade right here would have literally brought my account back to break even, and I'd be in the clear again. But since I did that, I get to live with the consequences of my actions, and that is that I'm still down on the eval 550, which is still not a big deal. I could literally make that back. We have 2 great trading days tomorrow. I could make that back on an A+ trade. You know, it's like literally not that big a deal at all. And if I treat it like that, then I'll make it back. But if I treat it like a really big deal, what's going to happen? My emotions are going to take over. I'm going to revenge trade, and then I'm going to blow the account. And I'm just not willing to let that happen because I've been working too hard for too long to just throw away potential like that. So, yeah, so we're going to trade really responsibly. tomorrow and Friday, and I'm going to do live trading sessions there too, so it's fully transparent, all of it. And yeah, so that is the trade recap, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.